Hey guys, Tuxx here. In this video I want to talk about the 90s, okay? I mean, everything's a little bit cheesy in the 90s, and it's funny how these companies want to come back and kind of reissue things and remake movies and all this kind of thing. And I've noticed a trend lately of them trying to bring the 90s back, okay? And in most cases, it's like, no thanks, man, you could leave the 90s in the 90s. But there are a couple exceptions, and two of the exceptions I have before you right here. Two of kind of the cheesiest, but also maybe the coolest movies of the 90s, to me anyway, in the sci-fi kind of comedy genre, if you will, okay? First off, we have Terminator, and then, of course, I'm talking about Hackers. For Terminator, they have launched a line of figures, which I'm going to show here in 1 second. But first, I want to talk about the movie Hackers. They just reissued this Blu-ray, for the first time ever in Blu-ray, the movie Hackers. And being someone who's into computers, always into computers, this movie does have kind of a soft spot in my heart for being kind of a fun but super cheesy movie. And since they just reissued it for the first time ever in Blu-ray, I went ahead and picked one up here. And I'm going to open it up on camera just for fun and kind of see if there's anything in the package. I don't know. They used to have lots of cool extras in DVDs, like big thick books and stuff when they first came out. And with Blu-rays, they've kind of stopped that. Now it's usually like the smallest little piece of paper insert, and that's about all you get. Now, with special editions, sometimes you get extra stuff. Like, it'd be kind of cool if they would have made this into a special edition with, like a thumb drive or something, or just something kind of computer-related, maybe stickers or something. But Hackers was actually one of the coolest. It came out at kind of a cool time when PlayStation 1 was just starting to come out, and bands like Prodigy and, some of these techno bands were kind of making it big, and Hackers used a lot of that computer culture to make this movie, which really didn't have a whole lot to do with computers and, as far as being, like, grounded in science and what really is going on with computers and hacking. But they made it fun for a movie, and of course it had some cool people in it. It had Johnny Lee Miller, Angelina Jolie before she got all weird looking. It had other people. Penn Jillette from Penn and Teller fame was in it, and it was pretty cool. On this particular Blu-ray, it looks like there isn't a whole lot like in the package besides what you would expect, which is the Blu-ray. It does have kind of a cool insert here of the original artwork. And one thing that makes this movie kind of funny is, if you didn't hear about this, you can still find this online, where when they put this out, real hackers got upset about it, and they went and they defaced the actual, I guess it'd be MGM webpage, and called it like Not Hackers, and they drew all over the page and wrote profanities, and basically kind of like dissed this movie for being just really just cheesy, But looking back on it, it was a pretty cool movie, and it was nice to introduce the culture of computer hacking and, geek culture to people who maybe didn't experience it, didn't have computers, or didn't really know about this, this group of people, this demographic of people that are really into their computers and such. Now, the special edition, just go through it real quick, just have a look back at Hackers, a special documentary, talks to cast members, has things about costume design, visual effects, and so much more. And this movie, I gotta say, is super laughable now, because if you watch it, they're like, oh, it's got a 28K modem and all this great stuff. And 28K modem, that'd be like, that's impossible to like even load probably this video you're watching here on YouTube. It would be like a nightmare trying to load anything. So it's fun watching them play with these terrible computers and this funny story. So anyway, if you've never seen the movie Hackers, I don't do a lot of movie reviews, but I would say this is a movie from the 90s is worth checking out at least one time. And if you are into computers, there's some other kind of cooler movies you might want to check out, and I can list some things in the comments below of that. But there's a movie which was originally named Hackers 2, okay, that came out, and they had to change the name for legal reasons because it had to do with Kevin Mitnick and some real life court drama here in the U.S. over hacking. But anyway, there's some cool things. The movie's called Operation Takedown. But if you're interested in that kind of thing or want to know more about hacking movies and such, just let me know in the comments. And the other thing was, in the 90s, one of my favorite movies, it was Terminator 2, and it was really cheesy, and I'm showing this right now, but there is something much cooler coming out. I mean, these are cool, but they are making a Hot Toys T-1000, a new one actually, and Hot Toys have done some really good stuff with Terminator in the past. If you're into Hot Toys, you can check out like some more modern things like, Guardians of the Galaxy, and they've been putting out some retro cool things like Back to the Future and Iron Man. You can see that on Visigoth's channel, and throughout, the Hot Toys webpage, you can see what they're like, but they're very expensive, and but they're very, very nice toys. But I recommend checking out some videos. Check out Visigoth, and you can see the Groot and Rocket is amazing, the set. Now, as far as people who don't want to spend, you know, $300 or don't have the patience to be on the waiting list to get a real Hot Toys, this line of toys is pretty cool. They're putting these out. You can find these in Toys R Us, and basically the Terminator 2 collection here has like 5 characters. I'm not going to open this right now. I'm going to try and keep it mint and package, although I may be forced to open it later. But you can see those characters. The likeness is a little shaky, you know. Robert Patrick, I don't know if that really looks like him particularly. Sarah Connor, it's got glasses maybe. John Connor looks a little bit older than he is in the movie. T-1000, I don't know if that really looks like Arnold that much, but it's cool that they're putting these out. It's really fun, like Gremlins, and there's a lot of cool ones. And what makes this one really funny is the fact that this is the exact figure of the Patrolman, okay, but they just sprayed it with this like glittery like substance, so it looks like he's like frozen. So that's pretty cool. So you can buy the same exact thing with no glitter, and it's the unfrozen Patrolman, okay? I think this one they actually charged more for because it has this extra coating of sparkle on it. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you this real quick. If you're into classic movies, things like, you know, The Crow, and, you know, even like I showed the Freddy one I won before. It's good little line of figures. Costs about $10. Maybe you can find it for $8 or $9. If it's more than like 11 or 12, you're probably getting ripped off. But definitely check these out. This is by a company which I love, Funko, as you know, make awesome stuff. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.